If you are successful in putting this to rest, then your interest will be wiped.
I have no money at this point.
Yeah.
But I have both purses full of rocks this time.
I saw them little eyes. They were like little demon eyes staring at me.
There's just one thing.
There's just
multiple little things. Just one set of tracks going about.
Just one track.
All right.
So you guys can decide to continue following that, or talk to the barn.
Well, Starfield definitely wants to talk to the barn hand because he seems slightly more hinged than the farmer himself.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense that we should talk to everybody here. Maybe he saw something else.
And do we see any evidence of there actually being a family here at all? Like he said, I use the carrots to feed my family, and like
no, there's no family around.
I only see you, dude, and then
it's just him and his farm hand.
Gotcha. Okay.
I walk over next to Sarfiel, and I whisper uncomfortably close to his ear,
"Hey, do you think I should try to intimidate this guy?"
Not unless you want him to stab you with a pitchfork. I wouldn't recommend it.
All right, I'll back off.
Maybe after we're done.
All right.
It would be interesting to see him squirm.
Your call, boss.
And perhaps wet himself.
Just give me the signal if you need it.
I will give you the signal.
All right.
Yes.
I'll just be
Go see if you can find any carrots.
Looking for carrots.
Yeah, all right. As they're saying this, I'm beginning the approach to this farmhand to start to interrogate him.
I do want to end the conversation with the farmer in such a way that he is content to go back in the house.
Okay.
Or at least leave the area.
Yeah.
So that we can have a conversation with the farmhand
so he
at peace, basically.
I got you. Yeah. So he comes up and he steps over to the farmhand and he's like he starts to talk to the farmhand a little bit and he's like, man, I told you, them city folk out there, they don't give a shit about us. We make them all their food. What do? They send us rats to come help.
Starfield's a city elf. I'm a wood elf.
Obviously, but you came from the city. He doesn't know that.
We're with the guard, so we're all automatically city.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he doesn't like anything but human. He's racist. He doesn't know any better, and especially a big group of like
literally racist.
Yeah, literally. So he complains to his farmhand, and the farmhand's like, "Yep, that's what I've been saying. Mm-hmm. That's what I've been saying for years now."
Uh-oh. Doesn't sound good.
And
we might get more of the same. We might not. You might be surprised.
And
I think it would be really funny if he was like totally cool with all different skin colors and sexes and sexual orientations. He just hates elves and craft work. He's like, hey, love is love, man.
Love is love.
So the farmhand ends up leaving. He goes
very
back to the house.
progressive, except for that point.
Before he enters the house, he yells up to the farmhand, and he goes, well, I tried to explain it to these rats out here, but I guess they ain't listening. If they help, they help. Let me know, Virgil. And he ends up going into the house.
Virgil is a common name in the area, apparently.
Apparently, it's like.
And the farm turns and looks towards you.
So, GB, what did you find out there? Anything?
No, just some footprints that I'm pretty sure have something to do with the theft of the carrots.
What kind of footprints?
Carroty smelling footprints.
Were they as big as yours?
No, they were kind of small.
Were they as big as
than
mine or still smaller? And I hold up my foot.
Yeah. Gee, did they look like they had toes and it looked like they had like 2 feet?
Yeah, it's just 2 small feet and carrots smell. They go in the direction towards the refugee camp.
Jesse's giving you a 4, John.
There were four.
It was a quadruped.
Yeah, it's got 4 legs.
4-legged.
It was a 4-legged animal. I've been telling you this the whole time. Gotta pay attention. Focus.
So
Okay.
if you want, John, you can roll another survival to kind of determine the type of animal it is.
I now will use my powers of perception and survival to find what type of animal.
Look
it
at that. 21.
Nice.
I can now tell you that it was a
Rabbit.
You can determine that it was hooves, or it looked closer to hooves than like feet.
I determined that it's closer to hooves than feet.
I think, Jesse, I think it's pronounced hooms.
Hooms.
Yes. Hooves.
Hooves. Hooms.
I yet again roll my eyes in the direction of Leviticus.
So,
what would you like to talk to the farmhand about?
Yeah, with that bit of information, going to the farmhand, I want to just kind of open the conversation with, do you have anything to add to dear Virgil's account of what happened?
The farmhand
giving him the option, as it were, to renege on it, or say no, he's full of
So
he pays me, I put up with it, type of a thing, or whatever.
So he kind of looks over at you, and then he kind of looks back at the house, and he kind of leans into you guys, and he says, "Well, you see, I was right in here sleeping." And he points into the shed, because I was sleeping on my hay mattress when I did hear something, but it ain't sound like no elf to me.
Sounded like hooves, perhaps.
Sounded like hooves and screeching noises.
Like some type of a bird?
No bird. No, like from hell.
The farmhand didn't realize that I've now been walking up really uncomfortably close behind him, standing to his left, behind his left shoulder. I'm not intentionally trying to intimidate him. I'm just like breathing, listening.
He kind of takes a step to the side and turns.
I guess I should move up into the yard where we're having this conversation.
Right up there. Turns towards Blighter and goes, "You okay there, buddy?"
Nah, just listening to the story.
Yes. So, Leviticus, anything else you wish to inquire?
So you only heard screeching, and you say you didn't see anything specifically. You're saying you only heard something.
Yeah, that's right. As soon as I got up,
it sounded distinctly from hell.
Yeah, I had never heard anything like it in my entirety of my life.
It came with a disclaimer: the sound you are about to hear comes straight from hell.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark.
Yeah,
trademark hell sound.
And is this the first time you've heard this recent theft, or has this been
have you ever heard that noise before, sir? Yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
guys, he just said he never heard the sound in the entirety of his life. Why would he use the phrase entirety of his life? Sorry.
Just let the man speak.
Okay. I understand that, but Have you ever heard anything like this in the entirety of your life before, though?
The farmhand looks a little confused and goes, "No. Ever since we took those fences down from around our crops, never heard it before then. As soon as those fences come down, all sorts of critters come running."
Well, that's generally what fences are meant to deter. And the fences were taken down. Why exactly?
Well, you must know.
I must.
We needed firewood.
And I look at the 4 trees that are directly in between the 2
Well,
firewood.
the one thing is, because this is all like government land, technically, you can't actually.
You can't go logging or whatever.
Unless like it's licensed.
Right. How tall were the fences when they were up?
Oh, waist height.
So, and just out of conversation, JD, how long has the refugee camp been there? Did the captain tell us? A week?
No, but because Leviticus has been there for a while, you can determine that he started hearing rumors about the refugee camp about maybe like 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
So it's fairly new.
So, but the thefts are much newer than it even.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't think that fences were keeping the refugees out for 3 months at waist height, and then suddenly, oh no, the fence is gone, and suddenly they're able to get in. Correct?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
He kind of leans in again.
Yeah.
He kind of leans in again and like kind of looks around and looks back at the house where the owner is, and he goes, "No,
Yeah.
I don't think so."
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah. Yeah. I say that kind of makes sense. That while the fence was up, it couldn't possibly have been an elf, because most elves have a agility skill that allows them to clear
leap fences in a single bound.
Fences. Yeah.
So he goes.
As far as every elf I've ever met.
He goes on to say, "Yeah, I didn't think so, but we're light-handed here. The man's family passed this last winter, so we're just trying to make do." And he goes, "Any help you guys can give
Pretty
us."
tough. Yeah. Sounds like he hasn't really come to terms with it yet. It sounds like he still thinks of himself as still feeding them.
You do not want to go in that house. I went in there one time, and it's seared in my brain.
While Leviticus and Folon are speaking with the farmhand, I roll another sneak roll.
Okay.
Stealth roll.
GB is going to be traumatized for life. He's going to come running out of there screaming.
Go ahead and roll.
I try to enter the house.
Where real quick, there's a window here that's all like it's all dirty, so you can't really see in. You can go in, try and open it. Door here, window here, and that's all you can see.
All right.
The angle you're viewing.
So do I roll stealth?
Yes, roll stealth.
I think I did. Did I?
Yeah, you did. So you rolled an 11. So if you go towards that back end window,
okay,
you will be successful. You're far enough away from the farmhand that he's not going to notice you.
All right. Boom. I'm here.
Okay. So as you enter into, let me reveal that for you. So as you enter into the building, the owner isn't anywhere to be seen, but there are, and you guys are gonna have to imagine this because I can't find any little tokens for this at the moment, but in this spot right here and this spot right here, there are 2 children corpses sitting at the table. And in this spot, it's a woman corpse sitting at the table.
Oh boy.
And they're so if you would like, you can inspect it a little bit closely, a little bit more closely.
I do.
G, you couldn't just stay out of it.
So how do I inspect it?
You're going to do a perception roll.
A what?
Perception.
Okay, boom. 13.
Okay, so you're going to have to get closer to see it. All right. So as you get closer,
GB, we're about to leave. You can't GB, where are you?
You get a little bit closer, and you start to inspect one of the baby corpses or the child corpses, and it's held up. It's like propped up by like sticks. So it looks like they're sitting straight up.
All
and
right,
it's tied to them. Their head is like, but the rest of their body is like straight up. And you hear rustle coming from this over here.
I freaking dive out the window. And my heart is pounding. I'm freaking terrified.
The farmhand kind of like turns and sees you moving away hastily from that location. He goes, "I told you, trying to get a look in there. Look-see, get out of here!" And he starts to like pick up a stick and trying to shoo specifically you away, John.
I look over to my team and I say,
Hey guys, I really think we should get going. I really think that would be a good idea if we got the heck out of here right now.
Very well, Mr. Blighter. Good day to you, sir. We'll report our findings as soon as we have something for you.
Yeah, I also thank the farmhand and wish him luck as we leave.
Thank you kindly. And he ends up going back into his shed.
Before I even make sure that the farmhand's out of earshot, I say,
"Guys, there's totally dead bodies in that house! Holy crap! Holy, I almost died! You won't believe! Oh my God!"
John, you come from a pit fighting ring where people fought to the death all the time.
It's been a long time. It's been like at least
a week.
Oh man!
So what you didn't see, John,
being able.
What you didn't see was one of the skulls turned and followed
It's called
you.
PPMMD, post-traumatic mass murder syndrome.
So
I've murdered so many hundreds of people that it's gone all the way over.
And it's rolled over to zero again.
So real quick, John, what I have in store for your character, it's priceless.
Okay.
It'll be amazing.
All right.
So are you guys going to follow the tracks, or are you going to go down to the refugee camp straight away? What's your plan?
I would like for my team to respond to the fact that there is a family of dead people held together by glue and strings and is sitting inside of chairs in the house.
Well, Mr. Blighter, did it happen to look like a family?
Well, there were kids, and then there was probably a mom lady person.
Well, we learned in our conversation that the dear man's family has passed recently.
Yeah, but
I think that has screwed with his head a few too many turns, if you catch my drift.
Right. Yeah, Go Blighter. That was his family, and he can't deal with it, and so he keeps feeding their dead corpses the food that he musters up. That's what's going on in there. And we should just get out of here and try to solve this so we can get back to
I'm not there yet, but in my arcane studies, I do have access to a spell that would allow me to speak with the spirits of the dead. Perhaps we could try that sometime.
Dude, you should totally make them your thrall. You should make
no. Thrall. Necromancy is not the area of study I prefer.
Oh, fine. Party pooper.
I could do it if pressed, but not my preferred area of study.
I totally think we should go tell the police or something. That's messed up, dude.
We can tell the captain if you wish when we get back, but as of right now, it is not pertinent to the investigation at hand, which is the disappearance of the crops, which is how we are going to pay off our 91 gold debt to said captain. 91. That's a rather large number.
Yeah, right. We right, G. We got to pay this month's rent, and in order to do that, we got to stay on mission. We got to stay on quest.
You're right, Folon. I'm sorry I lost my composure there. Leviticus is just giving me all kinds of anxiety with his inferiority complex. I'm sorry. It's just you got me back on track, full on. You're such a powerful leader. You're so inspiring.
Here's what we're going to do, GB. And I pull out like a small, like a piece of parchment and like a piece of charcoal or something. And I scratch on it a little bit and I hold it up and it says, it has been 0 days since GB had a freak out. And we're going to see how high we can get this number, okay? Now, if you have a freak out, it goes back to 0. Okay? Higher numbers are better. I tell you what, if we get this up to 10, I will buy you the best meal you've ever had in your life.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Ice cream. Yeah. I lean over to Starfield and I say, ice cream. I think he likes ice cream.
Ice cream is not a meal, you heathen. Proper balanced nutrition is a very important part of keeping one's physique in proper working order.
Yeah, but I'm negotiating with him. I'm like, yeah, but you positive reinforcement. You're saying you want to treat. You're saying you want to entice him to get those high numbers. I'm just telling you what he likes.
All good meals have desserts, of course.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting. Let's just go.
Follow the trails. We're following the trails.
So you guys are going to follow the trail then. All right. So I'm going to need some survival rolls from all of you, or whoever your tracker is.
I have a survival of 1.
Okay.
John has a survival of 2.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you, Leviticus?
We're all
I roll survival.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We're figuring out who's the highest chance of succeeding here.
Survival. I have a 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So
Can we assist Leviticus to give him advantage on the roll and
Yes, we can.
go from there?
Yep. So I'm going to need give me a roll, one roll first, and then we'll go from there.
And since we know ahead of time that you're rolling with advantage, 1 roll should suffice, and we'll just pick from both numbers.
Yeah. So when you're ready, go ahead and roll survival, which is a skill. So you're going to go into your character sheet.
Yeah, you.
I am?
Yeah.
You're talking to me now?
Matt, yeah, you. Sorry. Yeah, so you're going to go into your character sheet.
I'm looking at it.
Yep.
It's at the bottom of the list. It's at number 3. It's got wisdom next to
Click
it.
it. Click it.
Click it.
Click it now. Ooh, very nice.
Okay. So as you guys follow the trail, Leviticus, you're just like walking like it's a normal day. You're like right there. It went over there. Kind of like just follow it, like there's really no issue.
That's a poplar.
Yeah.
There's a sycamore over there.
Suddenly, I have like a graphic user interface on everything that has like the name.
He's
and,
gone
the Latin
full on
names and,
nature
arrows
guide,
and points and
like
everything.
hike.
He's like that movie where the one guy from Hangover gets his brain unlocked.
Limitless.
Yeah, he's like Limitless.
Yeah,
Bradley
exactly.
Cooper. I'm like Bradley
There
Cooper.
you
Where I
go.
look around and I understand everything.
So as you guys follow it, the trail, it brings you to a clearing.
A clearing.
Hey, look, a clearing.
Oh my God! With the grid lines again, JD.
I'm sorry, man. It's the grid line. You're kind of in it.
No, I am not. That is not in the grid lines.
Now I understand what you guys are complaining about.
Yeah, you have to hold
The
all
map and the background, the canvas.
It takes a little finagling to get it to fit right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have a tool
Gotcha.
where you can go in and like tell it, like this is a 2x2, and then it extrapolates from there. But
I used that once. It's all right. I mean, it's decent. But with
when I would do it, I would generally just sit there and do that thing and make it fit. But it's time consuming. So
yeah.
We've entered the clearing, and I roll a survival to detect my surroundings.
that's not how that works.
Never mind.
Perception.
I do not do that.
All right. Give all of you give me perception checks.
Perception.
Wow, 8.
Damn.
17's not bad.
Yeah.
13's not too bad.
Okay, so, Bolden, you're like trying to avoid like dirt as best as possible.
Oh God! Like hiking? No, this is not my idea of a good day. It's not. It's honestly, it's not as bad as the alleys and the streets of Straight Street, but it's not far behind.
So, Leviticus, you're following the trail. You're hyper focused on trying to make sure that your guys are following that trail. And Gonad, as you're following it, you stop and you hear rustling up ahead.
Hey, you guys, I hear wrestling up ahead. Calm down.
I
Calm down,
proceed.
I hold up the 0 days since freak out sign. I'm just like,
I proceed to investigate the wrestling.
Okay, as you
walk towards it.
As you begin to investigate it, the rustling sound that is. Actually, give me another perception roll, John.
Okay.
You about to get jumped.
Perception, roll.
Okay, so you're focused on the area that the rustling came from.
Yeah.
And as you're watching, so it's you're looking at this area over here. You're like, I could have sworn that's where the rustling is coming from. And out of nowhere, you hear a loud screech. And
since I have 13 perception, I say, hey, that sounds like it's from hell. That sounds like a hellbrand screeching.
Exactly.
And a boar
Holy crap.
running out of nowhere and attacks you, John. And you unsheathe as you're in the air and slice it right on the top of its back. That's you guys? You guys hurt Frankfurt?
Uh-oh, he's got a name.
She then says, "End 'em, boys."
Like and subscribe. Check out what happens last time right there, and then also check out what happens next time right there. And then we stream on Twitch. Links down below.